I'm just having a snack. A super duper peanut butter sandwich. Yum. Oh, hang on. Something strange. Oh, I'm really itchy. Just here, just at the bottom of my neck. You know, I've got friends who get itchy when they're having an allergic reaction. I hope I'm not having an allergic reaction. Oh, hey, what is an allergic reaction?
It's something where you get a rash and you throw up. It's maybe when you start crying. When something affects your body.
When you break out in some allergy.
You know, you could be right. And actually, I'm a wee bit embarrassed because I figured out that I wasn't having an allergic reaction. What I had was a whole lot of crumbs up my shirt. Hey, but you know, I have heard of people who can't eat things because they're allergic to them. But maybe that's just a way of getting out of eating things that you don't like. Like, oh, Brussels sprouts. I can't eat them, I'm allergic to them. But some people can't even eat yummy things, like peanuts. Or even ice cream, and who doesn't like the taste of ice cream? You know, some people have an allergic reaction and need to take special medicine, or even go to the hospital. So maybe having an allergic reaction is a bit more serious than just not liking the taste of something. I think it's time to investigate what's going on inside here. Bet you didn't know that the inside of your body looks just like a bowling lane. Well, actually, it doesn't. But something that's happening here is a lot like something that can happen inside your body. Teeny tiny little things called bacteria and viruses can sometimes get inside your body and make you feel pretty sick if your body doesn't do anything about it. Ooh, nasty. But not to worry, because the human body has something called an immune system. Now, when the immune system hears that some nasties have invaded the human body, like bacteria or viruses, it produces something called antibodies. Here comes one now. The antibodies attack the bacteria and viruses like, well, like this. That is 1 for the human body and 0 for the nasties. But, sometimes the things that get into your body aren't harmful at all. Maybe like some peanuts you've eaten. Now, for most people, and that means just about everybody, eating peanuts means, nice taste in the mouth. Or at worst, if you don't like eating peanuts, yucky taste in the mouth. But for those people who are allergic to peanuts, it's a different story. Their immune system makes a mistake. It goes, oh, peanuts are bad, we need to attack. And it starts producing a certain type of antibody. In fact, it starts producing a lot of that antibody. Way too much of it, in fact. Whoa. Whoa. All those antibodies start out a chemical reaction inside the body. Then, well, let's find out what can happen to people when they have an allergic reaction.
I get a tummy ache. Sometimes I get a rash.
I sneeze a lot and, well, my nose gets blocked and sometimes my eyes puff up.
Wow! And all because your body overreacts to something that's normally quite harmless. Things like, well, let's find out what some people are allergic to.
Eggs, wheat and soy.
Wheat and gluten. Large animals and dust.
Wow, things like this. Your pets, or food that you eat every day. Even things like wasps and dust. Okay, you're not going to be eating dust and wasps every day, but you can breathe in dust. And when a wasp stings you, it injects a little bit of venom into you. And for some people, that venom is enough to cause an allergic reaction. Well, you know, one thing that all these things have in common, from the food to the wasp, is they come from outside the body. So the number one thing if you're allergic to something is to avoid it. Like this. That's more like it. That's more like it. With one of these on, you can avoid eating or touching anything ever again, so you'll never have another allergic reaction. Unless you're allergic to spacesuits. Well, that's no good. If you're allergic to something, you don't have to go avoiding everything, just the thing that you're allergic to. How hard can that be? Hello, my name's Cato. Suzy Cato, and I'm with the FAD, Food Allergy Detectives. Right now, I'm on a case. No, really, I'm on a case. You see, this lady came to see me today. She said she's allergic to peanuts. She wants me to hunt down this big city for all the nuts. I said, not a problem. I'll take the job. I mean, how hard can it be to find the nuts in this town? Whoa! See? Here's one right here. The only thing is, this job isn't as easy as I first thought. There are 1 million nuts in this town, and this is just one of them. Okay. Oh, what have we got here? Chocolate brownie. I wonder if it knows something. Let me see. Okay, chocolate brownie, spill the beans. I mean the nuts. Hey, look at this. Nuts and more nuts. It looks like an inside job. It was time for a break. And some oaty bloaty bar. And no peanuts. What's that? May contain traces of peanut? Ugh. Yes, that's right. Some food, although it may not have a peanutty flavor, can contain traces of peanuts, enough to give you an allergic reaction. It's lucky I found this out now, because it's all over the papers. Well, if someone's allergic to a type of food, it can be a bit of a challenge to figure out where that food is going to turn up. They might have to do some detective work. Or they can do other things. I've got a couple of friends who have food allergies, so they take their own food to things like birthday parties. When they eat their own food, they know they're not going to have an allergic reaction. Up there for thinking. Pretty smart if you ask me. If somebody does have an allergic reaction, well, they're probably going to need some medicine. Maybe something like this, antihistamines. Well, these help stop the chemical reaction happening inside the body. And maybe they might need one of these, a whiteboard marker. Huh? Okay, it's not really a whiteboard marker. Inside here is something called adrenaline. And if somebody's having a really bad allergic reaction, a little injection of adrenaline will make sure that their heart is beating nice and smoothly and that their airways are nice and clear so they can breathe easier. They might end up with a trip to the hospital too, just to make sure that everything's working properly. So an allergic reaction is caused when your body's immune system thinks it's being attacked and it makes too many of a certain kind of antibody. Then it has a chemical reaction that can end up in coughing, sneezing, achoo, swelling, or itching, or even something worse, like not being able to breathe properly. Hey, if you've got a friend who's allergic to something, maybe you could do them a favour and keep an eye out for things that they're allergic to, so they don't touch or eat something that they shouldn't.
Check out my website, www.suzy.co.nz. There's lots more science info on it.
Yes, sir, Bob. Tricky things, those allergies. You've always got to keep your eye out. I'll see you next time. Ka kite. My shirt. I can't remember what happens next. It was time for a break. And a bite of some oaty boaty. Bloaty. This program was brought to you by New Zealand On Air.